Hello everyone, welcome to the Distilling Insights YouTube channel. So today we'll be talking about the fascinating topic which is titled 6 Excel tricks that will make you stand out in your banking job, in your sales job, in anything that you use for Excel for as related to analysis and quick job tips. So now, number one thing that will make your work very easy is conversion into a table. When you have an Excel sheet you are being given at work, either in the bank, in the office, as a marketer or anything, all you just need to do in order to tabulate this is just to use Ctrl T. When you put on Ctrl T, it actually highlights the range of the table at once, telling you does it have an header, this is an header, then you click on OK, it tabulates it once. And with these you can easily filter for anything. Let's assume you want to filter for Q1. You can filter for Q1 in order to know the performance of each and every one that have actually worked for the whole month, for the whole quarter. And with that you get that once and for all. And let's revert back to the whole worksheet. Now that's the first thing, the Ctrl T. That's the first thing. The second thing is that if you are to work on this Microsoft Excel further and you are expected to make sure that all the names are matched together just like this, so what do you need to do? You can use Ctrl E to get that done, which is flash fill. But before you can do that using flash fill, though there are about 3 methods to get this done. You can use concatenate, you can use flash fill, you can also use another method if you are having the latest Excel, so which is like Office 365 and higher version of Excel above 2016. So then, but what I want us to use here is just flash fill. Another trick that I want to show us today is just flash fill. So but for flash fill, all you just need to do is to type the first name just the way it is in each of the Excel, each of the cell that follows each other. Now once you have that written, you have the name already written just this way, Oluwadamilola Olaoluwa Sunday. The next thing for you to do here is to click on the next cell and click on Ctrl E. With Ctrl E Vula, you get the whole thing written. You can see, let's pick this for example. You are now having Marine Fumilayo Mahmood, without having a need to type it one after the other or start thinking about how to use the formula called concatenate and the likes. So with this you just get it done, and that's that. Now in order not to make this video voluminous, the next one is actually VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP, XLOOKUP, HLOOKUP. Even though VLOOKUP is most paramount, XLOOKUP is in higher version of Excel like Office 365. But for VLOOKUP, I've shown you this in one of my videos in the past, so I want to refer you to that video as is very detailed on VLOOKUP. So please go look on that video. You get all the details that you require. And for conditional formatting, now let's assume we want to quickly do conditional formatting with this, in the sense that conditional formatting and other Excel tricks that you will also appreciate as a bank staff or a sales representative or the likes, like this worksheet. We want to know those that are doing sales that are greater than 1,000. So we are using conditional formatting to highlight those that are greater than 1,000. So with this, you can see is highlighting that cell that was clicked at first because it's greater than 1,000. Now when we are checking through the cell like this, you see it's showing those things in red. No, we want them to be shown in green because they are greater, just to show that they've exceeded the landmark. So all of this shows that all of these values are greater than 1,000. The ones that are less than 1,000 are not shaded, and we can also still look out for the document when it comes to the lower than, or let's say the less than 1,000 should be highlighted red. Now, when you move up the Excel sheet, you realize that everyone that are meant to be below 1,000 are in red. So it's evident that Olasoji did below 1,000 sales, and Olasoji will maybe penalized or have to face the consequence of, because the performance is low. Now, another thing that I also want to show us in this trick is that pivot table. Pivot table is actually utilized to turn raw data into insight. It summarizes thousands of transactions with just a few clicks. So when you want to talk about pivot table, I also love to refer you, because it requires detailed analysis and breakdown, to my video on pivot table. Please take your time to watch that. It can be utilized to generate quick summaries like total deposit per region and every other parameters, vendors, utilization of your terminals and the likes. So the other thing that I also want us to do here is data validation, which is the sixth. This is the sixth trick that is being utilized, sixth thing that is being utilized that will be of great help to you in your office. Now, if you want to make sure that you want to get the data from people, in which you want to set rules to control what users can input in your data, what you can use is the data validation. So all you just need to do is to come to data, then under data, after clicking the cell that you want to ensure you limit the information that is being provided, you click on the drop down. From the drop down, you go to settings, you change this allow to list. When you change it to the list, the source, you type in what you want to be the option here. Now I'm going to show us something here. If you say, let's assume completed is the first thing, and not completed is the second thing. I just want to show us something here. Now, by the time you click on OK, you realize that when you click on this drop down, it's showing completed and non completed, and that is not good enough. So the only thing, what you ought to have done in this place is that when you click the data validation, there ought to be a comma after the completed. It will make sure that this Excel, okay, so I'm reverting it now. So now let's pick on the data validation. When you click on list, this, let's maintain the completed, not completed, completed, comma, not completed. So the only difference here is the comma that I just placed. Now press on OK, and when you click the drop down, you see that completed is at the top. When you click on completed, it's showing completed, and when you click on not completed, it's showing not completed, which is as a result of the fact that this was the only option. Now let's click on this drop down just for you to see that. But I also want to show us that without putting any of the value in the Excel, now that we're having completed, not completed, you can just do the drop down of this, and it applies to all the cells. Once you put the drop down, so anywhere that is being clicked, the person will be able to provide the option completed, not completed. Then this person can pick his or her option, not completed, and the likes. So from the Stealing Inside, we say thank you for staying tuned to this moment. Hope you've been able to learn some tricks that will help you on the job in the corporate world, and we hope to see you next time. Till next time, we say ensure to stay in touch. Let us have your comment in the comment section, and give us a thumbs up if you so like our video. Bye bye.